But playoffs is a different ball game, though. It's a different ball game. Remember that.
I forgot that already.
But the thing about it is, Oakland's in the AFC.
What are the playoffs?
Huh?
What are the playoffs?
So funny. All right, Chiefs at Denver. So this is the game that can help determine too. So you got Tebow, Aaron's favorite, against Kyle Orton, who got sent away earlier on in the season.
Your favorite.
Who also beat your team and threw you out of the ranking or the rank undefeated.
Yeah, so, definitely didn't throw us out of any rankings.
Well, I shouldn't say the league.
The undefeated.
The league of the
I
undefeated.
remember that game clearly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. You were there, right?
Looked great from the 14th row. Thanks a lot.
God, those tickets were that good?
Yeah.
Man, sweet. 14th row.
Yep.
Anyway, so let's just get this all on the table. Tebow and them looked horrible against Buffalo.
4 picks.
I mean, horrible. They got
Loved every
smashed. That whole team looked bad against New England the week before that. So, considering the fact Kyle Orton shredded up your team.
And then sucked the next week.
Fact of the matter, shredded up your team. And used to be on this team who pushed him out of town because of Tebow.
I think he's going to be all angry and just try and get some vengeance on him.
Exactly. So,
Kyle Orton's just...
Raiders fans, if you get in, it's definitely has to be one of the things where Chiefs have to beat Denver. So, Raiders fan, go ahead and send flowers to Kyle Orton and his family because they're going to help you get in the playoffs.
Wow.
That's what I say.
Wow.
That's what I say.
That's special.
That's special.
Now, I think... Okay. I think Denver at home. I think they might win this game. I do. I'm picking Denver. I hate it. I hate Tebow. I hope he throws 4 more picks. And I actually hope they lose. I don't think they will, but I hope they do. Because Kyle Orton proved to be Kyle Orton last weekend.
He's going to get up for a big game.
Really?
He's going to get up for a big game.
Yep. He did that in Chicago. I mean, he has a record of doing that, doesn't he?
So
he did it in Denver.
I'm just, look.
You have no facts. You're just speaking.
No facts. No facts.
One game.
Right now, that's the only thing that matters. They're not.
Why?
What do they have to lose? What do the Chiefs have to lose? Play until you can't play no more. Stop this team from getting in. Hush the Tebow talk. Give Orton a little bit of credit for something. Come on, there you go. There you go. It's incentive. Do you actually believe that Kyle Orton's just like, oh, this is another game? This is another regular season game.
I don't know what goes to that kid's head because he was a drunk at Purdue. And he sucks. Like, he hasn't done well in Chicago.
He won some games in Chicago.
He didn't do well in
won some
Denver.
games in Chicago.
Was he good? Legitimately good?
Good enough to help them get in the playoffs. Yes. Yes. And I'm not a Chicago Bears fan. I'm just saying. Good enough to help him get in. He sucked it up for the first 4 or 5 games in Denver. Not arguing with you there.
Okay.
Sucked it up last year. Not arguing with you there.
Okay, so we take one game and that cancels out
what
all of that.
have you done for me lately?
Oh, that again. That's my favorite argument.
I'm just saying.
What have you done for me lately? Okay,
if
we're going to use that argument. Let's use that argument. How did he play last week? How did that work out?
We're not talking about that.
Okay. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so you got Denver and I got the Chiefs, so it doesn't matter. Look.
I'm going to need you to tighten up your arguments for the next game. I can't take this anymore.
What argument did you really have on that game? Outside of, historically, he was bad.
Outside of the history.
Yeah.
And
no,
I
understand, and I just totally agree with you. But I'm saying, if he can beat you guys, who I have high aspirations for, I really respect your team, don't tell me he can't beat Denver. Don't tell me that.
I'm telling you that.
Okay, well, yay. That's what your pick, and that's mine. Next, Ravens at Cincy. Cincinnati. At the crib. Play. Win. Get in, right?
Yep.
But you got Baltimore, right?
I got Baltimore.
Why?
Sometimes I don't even know.
I mean,
Baltimore away. Sketchy pick.
It's like playing.
I don't know. I don't even know what it is. It's just like in my gut. That's all I got. Yeah, I don't have a reason.
I really don't even have much either. It's just more or less that since it's at home, play to get in. Young guys, hungry. Baltimore's already in. I mean, yeah, they can get a home playoff.
And okay, but let's think about it. They generally aren't very good when they're not at home. So they're going to want that home playoff game.
This year they definitely want, because they've been real horrible. That's fine, but, Falco's a little sketchy. It's a little sketchy.
He's more than a little sketchy.
Well,
I don't trust him at all.
I can't diss him so much considering he beat my team. But it wasn't really more him. It was more or less what his defense did. But
that's how I feel about your boy Orton. So just keep that in mind.
Whoa! Orton was completing some big time passes against you guys.
I know their defense. Tom Ali, come on.
He's good.
And that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
same argument. That's all.
What remains to be seen? I mean,
absolutely. I think it's going to be an interesting game.
I think it's probably going to be one of the best games of the weekend, because it's okay. Ravens win 2-spot home field advantage. They get at least one, at least guaranteed at least one game at home,
which they need.
Right. So it's a good game. But hey, since he's in, they're young. They're playing with house's money. I mean, let's face it. They don't. What does Cincy? We thought Cincy probably be 3-13. Let's face it. In the beginning of the year, they had got rid of Palmer. Palmer wasn't playing. No Ocho Cinco. Well, he's a bust. Don't matter what team he is. But I'm just saying, Cincy's playing with house money, so I gotta go say Cincy. I'm just gonna throw myself out on a limb. Really don't care if I get this wrong either. Anyway, next, Dallas at Giants. Now, I've been hearing more media feeds about this one.
Yeah, this is a big game.
Yeah, this one is probably got more media than anybody. I mean, even over Tebow this week, I'm feeling.
Thank God for that.
I mean, this one here it's a big one. You guys will be surprised. I'm picking Dallas. Yes, I diss the Cowgirls every week. Yes, I hate the Cowgirls. But I'm so sketchy about the Giants. Giants are the most Jekyll and Hyde team in the league ever to me. I mean, they just won a big game. Well, you can consider it a big game last week. So
they won a game.
They won a game last week, so they're due for a loss. They can't win 2 straight outside of the first half of the season. So it's like, I just don't trust the Giants. I just don't know what to get out of them. I don't know what this – Dallas, talent-wise, Dallas should have beat them the first time. They had a major – like I said, I went to bed on that game. I woke up to see Dallas had collapsed. Dallas collapsed. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen this week. And as much as I don't like Jerry Jones, I don't think they're going to mess this up this week.
Oof. That was a statement right there.
I'm just saying, it's hard for me to call Dallas in a win. It's just – I feel it. I got to feel it this week.
Well, I also picked Dallas because I don't think the Giants can beat any team twice. I don't trust them to beat any team twice in one season. I just don't.
They beat teams once.
I know.
And they have like the worst second half record of any team all time. Like the last, they won in 2008, so.
Right. Since then,
it's like the worst second half in the league. Like, these guys, I don't know what's going on.
I don't either. I hate picking Dallas, believe me. I mean, picking Tony Romo in any situation really pains me.
But the thing about it
I just can't trust New York Giants.
He does produce, though. As much as I don't like Tony Romo, outside of the playoffs, he produces.
Outside of the playoffs.
He's a regular season guy.
Minor detail. Those little measly playoffs.
He's a regular season guy.
Which equals just about useless to me.
Basically, you win a whole bunch of meaningless. Well, they mean.
I mean, you have to win games to get to the playoffs.
Right.
So if you can't win in the playoffs, it's still useless.
Maybe this is his year. I doubt it. Yeah, that was a joke.
Oh, God.
That was a joke. That guy, I mean, if you think about his historic collapses, and his numbers, the thing about the Cowboys, they're all numbers. His number says he's clutch.
On paper, they should be good.
His number says he's clutch. He's like, I guess he's got the highest percentage in the fourth quarter and everything. But the one percentages that go against them, those are major. Those are fumbled field goals. Those are fumbling at the goal line. Stuff like that. So Tony Romo, you win this week. That's my opinion. But Dallas. Anyway, let's move on to the NBA. We Good Christmas, huh?
Great Christmas.
Good Christmas. I will admit this. I've watched so much NBA this week. I have not even checked college basketball much. And that's bad. I know. I'm a big college
Such a
fan.
poser. But it's fine.
I'm a poser because I decided to check out something that
Because, you know what? You should go back and watch these videos. See what you said.
I totally agree with you. But when it got here, it was just like, I don't want to play with that toy. I'm fine. I don't want that toy. But when it got there, I really wanted to play with it. I mean, it was...
You hopped on the bandwagon.
Well, I don't consider it hopping on the bandwagon because I watched it. Well, what makes it worse is that we're getting this free NBA League Pass for like 2 weeks. So I can watch my team, and fantasy basketball is messing with me too. So
Indeed it is.
When fantasy's messing around, I'm watching everything. You're
not going to know anything about college basketball this season.
Actually,
I'm really excited about it.
Soon as League Pass leaves, I can't watch freely every day, so I will be watching more college basketball.
We'll see.
Matter of fact, I don't even know if my team has that third loss. Did they beat Notre Dame? Don't even know. That's how bad
I definitely don't.
They played Monday, and I didn't even. I was watching so much NBA. It was.
What do you know?
Anyway, last week's picks: Boston and New York. Both picked New York.
Whoa! No, I picked Boston.
You picked Boston?
Yes.
Wow.
Remember? No, because you don't listen to anything I say. I forgot.
This is true.
So I did. I picked Boston.
Well, I mean, it was a pretty good game. It really was.
It was close.
Yeah, it seemed as if Boston would kind of handle New York, and then Melo went off. Melo's a ball player. Amari Stoudemire, not so much. Looking to trade.
You're just salty on them because of your fantasy team.
15 points, 2 rebounds at 6'11". Are you kidding me?
And he dresses like an idiot, but that's beside.
Are you kidding me? 15 points, 2 rebounds.
A guy dresses like that, you can't trust him.
At 6'11", 2 rebounds. Seriously?
I know.
What's that gonna do for? At least give me a couple assists. Does he know how to block anybody anymore?
Whoa, what's defense?
I don't. Oh yeah, he doesn't play that. Whoa. Oh, do you see his 3-point attempts? Oh yeah, he's taking a lot of three. What does he think he is, Dirk?
Yeah, 6'11". You might want to settle down on those threes.
Not if you're Dirk, you're Dirk.
Unless you're Dirk.
If you're Durant, who's 6'10", you're Durant.
Yep.
But
Amari's not those guys.
Your career started on the inside, not the outside.
I agree.
So
that's why I was a little sketchy about New York. I don't know how I saw it.
I don't understand how New York fans feel as if they could even be. They claim they would be in the top 3. Nah.
Top 3 of the East, or you mean top 3 total?
In the East, they're not even going to be in the top 4. I don't think in the East.
Who you got in the top 4?
I really think it's going to be Miami Bulls and some surprise team, and then you got Miami Bulls surprise team. Who do you got all in the East here?
Not Boston.
I think Boston will still be there. I still think
they got
Boston,
like 5 players.
I still think Boston's better than the Knicks, though. I really do. I still think Boston's better than it. It's gonna be a surprise team in the 3rd spot. I say Boston in the 4th, and then you're looking at 5 for the Knicks. I can't really call. It's early to tell with the surprise team with the 3rd spot. So my 3rd spot right now is a question mark. But you definitely got the Heat and the Bulls. Definitely in that order. Sorry, but Heat and the Bulls.
I'm not offended by that.
And then you got a surprise 3rd spot. It's gonna be some team that's gelling, did some good offseason moves. You got Boston, because Boston's still going to be there. They're going to be good enough to still be in the 4th. And the Knicks. Did you see them play last night?
I'm still trying to figure out what players Boston has that you think are going to get them to.
You got to understand, at this point, they're 0-3. As we were taping this, they're 0-3. But, no Paul Pierce. With Paul Pierce, they beat the Knicks.
Name their 5 best players.
5 best players.
Because you probably have to include Brandon Bass in that, and that's a sad fact.
Trust me.
They literally have a lineup that's like 6 players deep.
Paul Pierce makes it. Are you counting Paul Pierce? Paul Pierce is going to give him time to heal.
I hope you're right. I mean, I don't know.
What do you care? You're not a Boston fan. So
I mean, it would make the East much more predictable.
Well, I mean, and that's my problem with the 3rd spot. It's gonna be something because it's haywire. I think the Pacers are a nice looking team.